Coach, this is not a question about referees at all, but just the situation at the end of that game. Have you ever, in your experience, seen something like that before, and just the chaos in it? And how did you keep your team focused after all the interactions?
Yeah, I think it was the main part today to keep the focus in each situation, and especially when you concede the first goal after some minutes, and then I would say we controlled after 10, 15, 20 minutes the game. But the energy was not so good the first half. We had some chances, of course. It was okay from our structure, but the body language, the energy, that was not so good in the first half. And then, yeah, halftime is sometimes good to keep the group together. And the second half was much better. Not only from the tactical point, it's more from the energy. The first step, last step, every time to believe in your quality, to believe when you're doing a mistake, no problem. To help, to support each other, that's no problem. Yeah, and then at the end, it was a little bit then the situation for us, but I think it is a penalty at the end, to be honest. It was not offside. So, and then I think it was really good, the second penalty of Chupo, after he missed the first penalty, but it's okay. And this is what we have to continue to believe. And we were 2-0 down against New England, come back 1-0 down today. And that was good behavior, good mentality, which is not so easy today to play on this pitch, to be honest. This is, when we have a home game, it has to be a big advantage for us, but it's not possible to play on this pitch very well, very clean. And this is what we have to learn, everyone here, when we want to be successful, very professional, then we need 100% a better pitch for the opponent, for us, for everything. This was not good today.
Next, go to Roger.
Hey, Coach, how does the team decide to take penalties?
Sorry?
How does the team decide who takes penalties?
Yeah, it's clear. At the beginning of the season, it's clear. It's Emil and Chupo. So, and Chupo took the first penalty, he missed, and then he has the confidence and also to believe in himself, and then to took the second penalty. So it's clear for us that Chupo or Emil is taking the penalty, and he scored.
Next, go to Daniel Rebe.
Sandro, you guys conceded that goal in the third minute. How much did that early goal kind of change things for you, especially after Real Salt Lake kind of bunkered in for that first half?
Yeah, I would say it's of course it's difficult when you concede at the beginning a goal where you want to start very well with the whole energy, with the whole intensity, and then you concede a goal where we were not compact enough in our pressing. Then Luna takes the ball in between the lines, turned, and this great deep ball. It's not good. So at the beginning, but then we tried after 10, 15 minutes, I would say. But and then on point with this pitch, it's more difficult. This is what everyone has to understand. It's more difficult than when you have a home game. And to be honest, I'm here now 1.5 years, and we had one of the best pitches in the league. But now it's worse. It's worse. I'm sorry to say that, but it's when you want to play and when you are 1-0 down, and of course then you have to control the game. You want to play dominant. You have to play quick against a deep opponent, but then you need a better pitch. And what I can say, the reaction, the mentality, the energy, the body language, that was top. Second half, this is what we need, and we have seen the best examples always. New England, what I said, 2-0 down, 1-0 down today, and this is what we have to continue with our energy level, with our intensity level, but we need a better pitch here outside.
Next, go to Gary.
Hey, Coach, although you got the win in a very tough game that you had, but I get the sense that you're not quite satisfied because of the pitch. Is it because the team fell behind 3 minutes in that you had to fight back for it? I mean, or is it with all of the above, getting yourself in?
No, I'm very proud of the guys, but I'm not only here to analyze only the result, 2-1. So when I would do that, okay, then I would be so happy and okay, everything is great today. We have to learn a lot from this game. So but when we have the energy level, the intensity, the whole time, and but it's not so easy, to be honest. When you are 1-0 down, it's not so easy. Then you need normally 2 touches, then you need 4 touches, then of course it's also human a little bit, then the heads go down. And the reaction, and this is what we said in a very emotional way in this halftime today. It was not from the tactical point something, so it was more very emotional. And the reaction was great. And for me, the first half was also very dominant, but not with this intensity that we are always believe in the situation. This is what we have seen the second half, and it's good. I'm so proud of the guys. I'm so proud of the guys, and it's important to win this game, not of the table. That's the end result, end of the season. It's more to continue every time. So we have seen these 3 Leagues Cup game, our quality. We have seen this today most of the time, and this is what we have to continue. And tomorrow training, Tuesday training, Wednesday to prepare for the US Open Cup game.
Next, we go to James.
Thank you, Sandro. Hockey gets a yellow card in the first half, so you go to Tim Parker in the second half. He was excellent in the final match against Juarez in Leagues Cup, and again in this 45. What have you seen from him lately in training and in these matches?
Yeah, great leader, and he has always the energy. And also when he's not playing, he's coming in the morning in the facility. One of the first guys in the facility, very, very professional, and is always supporting the whole group. That's great. And then you can see it when the moment is coming, then he's ready. And we have seen this in Leagues Cup. And today we didn't want to take the risk with Haki with his yellow card, and it was top. Tim was top with his energy, with his body language, with his coaching. That was really good.
Next, go to Luca.
Coach, your team had 24 shots today. How do you think your team can become more clinical in terms of turning more of those chances into goals? Obviously, you're being very dangerous in and around the box, but how do you convert more of those?
I protect the guys. 24 shots, first of all, I see the positive way. That's good. We need a better pitch. That's it. We need a better pitch, and then I'm pretty sure they can score. When you see the first chance from Emil on the penalty spot, I'm pretty sure when he's not thinking too much about what happened with the ball, he will score with his quality, 100%. I protect the guys, 24 shots, great. So before we start talking about that, this is my responsibility in every training session to improve these guys, no problem. But before we start talking after 24 shots, better pitch outside.
Next, we go to Daniel.
You mentioned it in last game that Carlos had a bit of a knee issue. Any update on that, and if it's serious or not? I know he's on the bench today, but any update with that?
Yeah, he trained in the last days. Midweek he was out for 2 training sessions, and then AJ did it very well in Leagues Cup games, both League Cups game, and then so it was for us not an argument directly to change again, and we can see with performance of AJ, and that's good for the whole team, and how he's also able to build up, and also to push the guys. And now his behavior from Carlos the last 2-3 days was good reaction on the bench. This is what we need when we want to look forward for the whole group.
Next, we go to the back of the room.
Hey, Sandro. Shane O'Brien, AM New York. If you hadn't scored that goal late on, it would have been 1 win in 9 games in the league since May. How much does the winning goal change the mentality and change the focus?
Thank you that you are telling me that these numbers, but we won.
But how
Yeah,
much
we
is
won. Whatever. This is not. We won this game.
No, but I'm
So
just,
yeah, I know. Yeah, what can I say now? My feeling is we won.
Okay.
So I can't answer now. Okay, what happened when we play 1-1? Oh, then only one. We won. We won in Leagues Cup. So we won this game. So we have to continue. That's clear. To go step by step, and that's it.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions, Coach. First, go to JJ, and then we'll finish up with Michael Batista. JJ, do you have the floor?
Sandro, since you keep bringing up the pitch, has the team or anybody mentioned on when they're going to be fixing the pitch?
Sorry.
Has anybody gotten in touch with you on when they're going to be fixing the field conditions?
I hope so. And I don't expect, to be honest, I don't expect the best pitch. This is not but our culture is to do everything, to try everything. This is only what I want to see. That's the only thing what I want to see. I don't expect that we have in 4 or 5 on Saturday when we are playing against the Philly a best pitch. It's not possible. It's no problem. but to try every day that we have the best pitch, so that we to try to have the best pitch. That's it. What I want to see. So we will see what happens.
And we'll finish up with Michael.
Coach, congratulations on the win. A lot of fans are becoming curious with Wiki Carmona constantly getting starts, some of his play. Just want to ask, what have you seen from him this season? His development. You seem to be trusting him more and more to get those starts. So what are you seeing from his progression over time?
I trust him again. This is my responsibility because he's a young player and it's normal that it's not always directly to make the next step. Of course, it's very tough for him sometimes to have a period like this. But we have seen so many good games of Wiki Carmona, so many good games that he's so aggressive, that he's working so hard for the group. And of course, we want to see him in a better output in the final third. I agree 100%. But what we have to do is to protect these guys every time. There's a young group, very young group, and Wiki Carmona is an important part in our group.
I think they were good in the first half, and we were good too. But I think we didn't go in higher the first half. But I think everything changed the second half, and we knew what we were doing in the second half. So I think that's it. Yeah.
What's your opinion on the condition of the pitch outside?
I don't think we can just blame. We don't like it when the pitch is like this, but we can't just blame because no one is going to change it. We just have to do it, play and just win. We were here to win, and that's it. Yeah.
Speaking of winning, you guys fought back after an early goal. How satisfying it is to be able to do that in a game that you literally had to have, to keep pace in the Eastern Conference.
Come again, please.
How big was this win for you and your team, and a game that you had to have to get yourself back in the playoff position in the Eastern Conference?
For us, I don't think everyone is thinking about playoffs right now because we just want to win every game, So in our head, we don't just think about playoffs. We just have to keep working and win games. I think if we win games, I think we will just making the playoffs. So that's it, Yeah.
In that first half, as the half went on, you guys were creating more chances. But what was Salt Lake doing that kind of hampered you guys from getting more shots on target?
Sometimes football is always like that. You make good choice, but it doesn't work. So you just have to keep going and keep creating chances. And I think the second half was really good because we were playing forward every single time, and that's what we just have to keep doing it. Because it always helps us when we keep playing forward. And I think we did it really good in the second half, and I think that's the big thing that's keep us going. Yeah.
When you have a striker like Chupo that can drop in the midfield, help out, but then also draw 2 penalties with his technical ability, and then also get that game-winning goal, what's it like playing with a player of his stature?
For Chupo, I don't think I just have to talk a lot about Chupo because everyone knows Chupo. He helps us a lot when he has the ball. He's always special, So for me, I think he's good when he just come and get the ball. Then he always help us. I think we just have to keep bringing him in the midfield so that we can just play more in the midfield. Yeah.
We have time for 2 more questions, Ronnie.
Ronnie, you and Daniel Ellerman have been the 2 central midfielders that have really stuck out as the starting pieces for this team moving forward. Just how is that relationship between you 2 developing, and what do you think of the performance today?
I think we talk a lot on training. Whenever we train, we talk a lot, and it helps us to build something special, because on the pitch, if you don't talk, because I wasn't playing, so he wasn't really with me. But right now that I'm playing, the connection is there. We are always talking, and I think we understand each other, and that helps us a lot, And I think there's nothing special. That's it.
Yeah, for us, we came out a little slower than what we wanted. The biggest thing was just making sure after that goal we were balanced and we were structured and all of that. And then after halftime, we came out and played a great performance.
In that first half, Hack got a yellow, and Tim Parker came on in the second half to replace him. How did Tim Parker kind of help the back line kind of settle down in the second half and just help the team overall move forward?
Yeah, I think for us the biggest thing was just being a team together in moments like that, and then whoever comes on, whoever does the job before or after, just being in unison and just making sure that everything is set. And he does a great job. He's a great addition to our locker room this year, and I can't say enough good things about Tim.
Your opinion on the pitch out there?
It is what it is. Both teams are playing on it. It is pretty bad right now, but there's no excuse with it.
3 VAR checks in that second half. Just overall, the game was wild. Just in your opinion, in your career, was this one of like the crazier games you've been a part of?
Definitely, it was one of the biggest dog fights we've had for me, for my career, but also all the VAR checks and all of the slowing down play and everything. But it was important for us, whether it was a penalty, the red card, no matter what, just making sure that our heads were on straight, and we did a good job coming back and winning the game.
Let's talk about that for a second. It seems that once again, you get yourself in the middle of the maelstrom, but yet you come out on top. Is that because of the team's resiliency, or is it something else?
It's resiliency, for sure. Just the inside of everyone, ready to do what they have to do to win the game. That's stressed by Sandro, making sure that every single time we're out there, we give 100%. Doesn't matter about the result, just making sure that we're fighting, and the results will come.
What kind of boost does the last-minute winner do for team mentality going into the last 2 months of the season?
Yeah, it's huge. We needed those 3 points today, especially with only 8 games left, I think. We're right on the brink of playoffs, so every single point matters, and tonight getting 3 points, especially in a game like that, against a good competition, is very important.
Last question, if we have it. All right.
Carlos has a bit of a knock with his knee, and this is your second straight game in the net. Just what's he been like for you as behind you and overall motivating you for these past 2 games?
Yeah, he's been really good. He knew that with any injury, with any person, the next person's got to step up, and for me, it was important just to make sure that I was ready to go no matter what.
Yeah, it's an important win. Obviously, before Leagues Cup, we had a little rough patch and needed points and dropped a couple of crucial points. I think Leagues Cup helped us, helped a lot of players that get into the rotation, and yeah, just an important game. But next focus is on Open Cup Wednesday.
Raheem, that first goal starts with you putting in that really great recovery run, strong challenge, and then that first ball into Emil. Just take me through what was going through your mind in that moment.
Yeah, we made it an emphasis at halftime to be more aggressive and be on the forefront when it comes to shutting things down and making the last step to defend. Did exactly that. Seen Emil, gave it the ball to Emil, and Emil does what Emil does and set up Chupo.
Raheem, you've been in this league for a bit. The ending there was quite chaotic.
Yep.
How do you keep your focus after everything that happens in those moments?
Yeah, as I said before, this team, our coach, makes it an emphasis next play. So I know there was a lot of craziness going on, but we're starting to stay focused and then keep doing our job, and that's what we did. So we got the 3 points. Yep.
After giving up that goal in the 3rd minute, you guys kind of settled down, especially when Tim Parker came in the second half. Just what was the overall mindset of the back line to kind of keep things clean going forward?
Yeah, exactly. We started off a little shaky, obviously, the first 3 minutes of goal. But I think other than that, I think we dominated the game. We had the most chances. We felt really good about ourselves. Obviously, at halftime, we came down 1-0, but we made an emphasis. If we keep playing the way we're playing, we expect to get the 3 points, and exactly what we did. And as you said before, again, Tim is a player that is very, very experienced and a very good player. And I said before, as Leagues Cup helped a lot of people step up, and I think he's one of the guys that stepped up. And yeah, he brought a calmness back in our back line, and that's what got us the 3 points ultimately.
Your performances have definitely elevated this past couple of months. Just overall for you, this is your first year here. What kind of led to that improvement for you throughout the season?
Just getting into my groove. Obviously, I expect better of myself. I think I can still do more. Just gelling and meshing with the guys. There's a lot of different lineups, a lot of different personnel. So just getting a little idea of who I'm playing with and what to expect from me, what to expect from them. And after, I'm hitting my groove, but still more to go. Still need points. And next game, that's it.
Sandro was very vocal about the pitch. How did it feel to play on it this evening?
To be honest, not the greatest thing, obviously, as you guys know, but you can't make an excuse. We play on it, they play on it, it's the same thing. And yeah, if we make excuse for that, we're shooting ourselves in the foot and giving us a chance, to maybe use that as an excuse, and we don't want to. So yeah, just same for us, same for them. Move forward.
Open Cup is this week. How do you take these performances that you've had in Leagues Cup and tonight, getting that late winner into Philly, a tough place that Red Bull has struggled historically?
Yeah, exactly. We just take what we learned playing against Chivas, Juarez, and Monterrey, and even now. And I think from those games on, we started to build a rapport and playing good football. So I think we take what we can take from there, but we also know it's Philly. It's going to be a physical match, a demanding match. So we have to expect that and more. And it's just about a dogfight, to be honest.